You say you had some input in UN Resolution 242.
Right.
Now, if somebody had some input into UN Resolution 242, you have to have known who the main framers were.
Absolutely.
They were Arthur Goldberg.
Who was my boss.
And who was the second?
He was my law clerk.
Who was the second?
Oh, I think his name was Lord Shawcroft, the British ambassador.
Yeah, Lord who?
I don't remember.
Right. You had input.
Yeah. 1967.
No, I know, Mr. Dershowitz.
He cited in my book.
I know he cited. And you know who you cite?
Right.
You cite Lord Carrington. Yeah, but you know what, Mr. Dershowitz? Right. It was Lord Carradine. Mr. Dershowitz says, I'm on the extreme end.
You are.
He's in the mainstream.
Right.
I hope people will listen to the evidence. He cited a hoax. I cite the scholarly sources. Mr. Dershowitz says he doesn't agree with the human rights organizations.
On some issues.
I quote B'Tselem, Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International. I quote the mainstream sources, the mainstream numbers. He quotes internal investigations of the IDF and hoaxes. But I'm the extremist. But I'm the extremist. But I'm the extremist. Mr. Dershowitz then throws in another lie. He says, oh, Finkelstein, he's an extremist. He doesn't support the two-state settlement. I've been, my entire adult life, I've been involved in the Israel-Palestine conflict. I started publishing on the topic in 1984. I wrote my doctoral dissertation on the topic in 1988. I lecture about 2 or 3 times a week on the topic. I'd like you to show me a statement where I say I don't support the two-state settlement. You said I don't support a two-state settlement. Could you provide the evidence for that?
You don't support the kind of two-state
settlement. The kind of.
That is today's consensus, which means that Israel has the right to define its own existence and to create borders consistent not with the pre-1967 lines, which Abba Eban, who was a great dove, called the Auschwitz lines, but rather with 242.
I'm familiar with the great debate on UN Resolution 242.
Yeah.
I've written on the topic. I checked your footnote. He has a long discussion on 242. Do you know what his footnote is? On the framing of 242, about which books have been written. I've read 3 full volumes on 242.
I was there.
Do you know what his footnote is? An editorial in the Orlando Sentinel in the year 2000.
I was
there.
That
scholarship?
No, I was there.
You were there. I know, Lord Shawcroft.